I am live. Good morning, everyone. Hey, thanks for joining me. Coffee and Vinyl number 78. Can you believe it, folks? Sometimes I'm still scratching my head about that. I need to get over to YouTube and open up a YouTube, um, a YouTube thingy. I sure do, and I'll do that as I do that. So I trust everyone's doing really well this morning. You're probably more on time than I am. I was a little slow getting going this morning, and then I had to pull some records, and also had to get my coffee going. It looks different every day. I never could make anything twice the same way. Even when I was painting, I never could paint the same painting twice. But it's all good. It's all good. It sure is. I don't know if it's true or not, but it seems like our temperatures are it's changing a little bit. It's getting dark early, folks. I don't like that. I don't like that. All right, so here we go. I'm going to put my live chat on right here. And, yeah. All right, here I am. Let's make it happen. I got something really cool to show that I found this morning. And then I have a piece of VCLT that came in the mail yesterday. And then I have to pull an order for somebody and cool things like that. Got to pack up some stuff to ship out. And I got to continue doing invoices. Thanks for the reminder. Good morning, Yolanda. How are you? Cheers. Thanks for joining. How are you, Yolanda? Good to see you. Hey, good morning, T. Cheers. How are you? I'm looking at any excuse to say hey so I can drink some more. But I do have some cool things to show you guys. Let's see. I think I'm going to start with the VCLT. So this came in the mail yesterday, and I was so excited. This is the Yardbirds, Heart Full of Soul. Look at that. This came from my internet buddy. I'm glad you're doing well. Awesome. This came from my internet buddy. His name is Harry. He has a channel, Harry Humstone. Harry Humstone is his name. So yeah, absolutely. And there we go. Yeah, looking for this. And then I got a record from a label, so I'm excited about that. Good morning, Mike Sweeney. Cheers. Thanks for joining. Hey, Adam. Cheers. How are you? Thanks for joining us this morning. Harry Duke. He's the Duke of the East Coast. Cool. Awesome. That's good to hear. Well, I will never be able to find that record, until later. So that's all good. It's all good. And so I'm going to start showing some cool stuff, everybody. Everybody. Well, you decide if it's cool or not. The cool thing about music is that you may like something that I don't like, and I may like something you don't like, but it's still cool. Yeah. This is so cool. Here we go. Hey, good morning, the Lone Star Picker. Cheers. Thanks for joining us. I am going to listen as I wake up. Wake up it is. I'm with you there. And I did not stir my protein as well as I should have this morning. It's okay. It's all going to the same place. Hey, morning meeting. Hey, Kurt. Good morning. Thanks. Cheers for joining us. Tuning in before your morning meeting. I hope you have a wonderful meeting. Got a meeting in the girls' room. I'll be back real soon. Okay, great. So I'll pull some cool stuff. I want to show this before Kurt goes away to his morning meeting. Okay, cool. So I had this record right here, and it's factory sealed, but I opened it this morning because the shrink was just falling off, and it was still factory sealed, but I had to open it, folks. And so, plus it's too cool of a record to keep sealed. Oh my gosh. I've shown this before, but you know, it's got the cocktails on the inside, and you can make a handshaker. You can make a tom-tom, and you can start your own tom-tom club. But anyway, which is going to be one of the Record Store Day titles. And so this was neat, and I'm glad I opened it because, of course, you could order the. I think you could order. You can order another record if you wanted to, $250, which is great. And then I realized that this most likely came as a record club. You've seen that? That's cool. Hey, good morning. Good morning, Love Hollis. Cheers. Thanks for joining us. Are you having your donuts? You've seen that classic. Yes, absolutely. So, but inside is this. Select the kind of music you like best. 8-track cartridges or records or cassettes. Folks, this is an order form for the RCA Record and Tape Club, and I am ecstatic to have this. This is so cool. Now, get the music you want the way you want it. Take your choice of stereo 8-tape cartridges or records or cassettes at top savings. This is just awesome. Look at here. So you can get the Tom Jones. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You can get on 8-track, cassette, or record. And it's just so cool. But you have all these wonderful choices right here. I think this one's probably not the one that's, well, look at there, folks. You can get the Lead and the Zeppelin. Ah, this is crazy. Oh, my God. Cool. I would love to print this out and send no money, mail a postcard today. And here's the postcard. You write down your 6 selection right there. You fill it out. You choose 8 tracks. You choose records. You choose cassettes, and you send it. You send it around. Yes, absolutely. It is so cool. That is so cool. Good morning, Anthony. Cheers. Thanks for joining us. And Hemlock Lady, Mercantile. Did you change your name a little bit? Or is it, I just don't remember it. But anyway, Adam loves the yellow cartridge. I have some yellow cartridges. I wonder, what's the name? What's the name? What's the name? Oh, good morning, lady. What's the name? Yeah. I remember when Columbia House had their club and you could pull off the little stamps or records and send them in for $13 for whatever it costs. Wish I had those little stamps. I wonder if we can find some on eBay. Might be kind of fun to do a mock-up of that. It's RCA, the RCA Music Service. And then later on, was it BMG? BGs? BGS? BMG. Yeah, BMG. I think that was when it was CDs, if I'm not mistaken. But this is so cool, folks. This is so, so cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. And not only the yellow cartridges, but you know, the yellow background, take 6, 99 cents. I'm hoping TV Memory, please. TV Spins is here today. Still trying to figure out what's going on with YouTube, with him and his channel and my channel and communicating and stuff like that. Oh, wow. Yes, BMG mainly CDs and maybe cassettes as they faded out. Yeah, that's awesome, folks. But for whatever reason, I finally took that shrink, which was, it was sealed, but I took it off, and I'm so glad I found this. This is awesome. Of course, it came with this, so when I bag it, I'm gonna keep it with it to preserve history. So there we go. I wish I could. I accidentally ordered Parliament's Greatest Hits on Columbia House. I learned real quick, all rap from the 90s sampled every one of their songs. That is so true. There's a cool website you can go to, whosampledwho.com, I think is the site. And it's just amazing. It's just amazing. Yeah. But that was cool. Did you end up liking that record? That Parliament record? Yeah, it's really neat to learn the origins of some of these songs, these samples and stuff like that. So, folks, I put it in a bag. In the back, I have you can order another disc, and you also could join the club. So I'll keep it together. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, that was a DMG. Yeah. Wow. How do I top that, folks? I can't. I just move on. Okay, so I chose this because tonight I'm starting a series that I might do once a week, only if I have a guest. And it's going to be called Cocktails and Vinyl. And my first guest is Tom Hayati. He's been with us before for Coffee and Vinyl. However, he lives in Arizona. So it was a real dedication for Tom to join us for that. Yeah, so it's going to be at 9:30 tonight. 9. I don't remember his time because his time doesn't change like our time changes on the East Coast. But 9, 8, 7, 6. I think it's going to be 6:30 his time. We'll find out when he gets here. Younger kids like my daughter, Gen Z, would mostly ask, how do you... Yeah, that's so true. We all learn everything, that's for sure. I love Parliament, yeah. And then I think some people use Vinyl Me Please, but it's completely different than the Columbia and all the other stuff. Yeah. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Flea loved him. You better believe it. My daughters took my cassettes like they came from another planet. My daughters looked at my cassettes like they came from another planet. Janet, thumbs up. Oh, thank you so much, Hollis. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm glad you did that, Hollis, because I will not. I can't stand. I can't stop losing. I can't. But thank you so much for doing that. I pulled a few records today, folks. I hear late. I pulled a few. We'll have fun anyway. I hope. I meet the searchers, needles and pens. Yeah, we got Tony and Chris and Mike and John. And Tony is 23. He's 5'9". He's 11 stones, 2 pounds. His hair is brown. His eyes are gray. So there you go. So someone put their name on there, then apparently someone else got the record, and they're just like, they got rid of it. Yeah. Yeah, everybody. How old is yours? Mine is 17 and 18. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Well, if you gave them your old Camry, they'll be looking at those cassettes to play and CDs. Yeah. This came out of the jazz section, Glenn Gray. It's on the capital label. One more time. One more time. And I think someone else made it here. One more time. There he is. So it's a double disc. It's on the capital label. Let's take a look at the label. And yeah, is that a good LP? Which one is that, sir? Which one is a good LP? Now this record definitely needs a bath, but it is clean as it can be. I don't see any marks on it. There you go, folks. Label mates of the Beatles. Thank you, Hollis. I know, I saw that, but I have to think that it's good. I'd rather have people that are interested than just to have, I'd rather have subs that are just interesting. I'd rather have subs from people who are interested in what I'm doing. You know, I mean, I think you can definitely go and buy subs. I think you can do that, but it's okay. I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. But thank you, Hollis. And I'm also hear that sometimes robots are taken out of the system, as well as trolls, not trolls, but spammers. Anyway, stuff like that. It's like we all get the little comment like 1 minute, 18 seconds. Check out my pornography website. And someone will leave that as a comment. And so you go and try to delete that and report it. Just so I don't want people visiting those porn sites. I want them to check out my records. Yeah, those subs go up and down. Yeah. Did I miss the Searchers were a great band. Good morning, Stephen. Cheers. Thanks for joining me. The Searchers were a great band. However, I think the reason they aren't more popular is that they didn't write their own music, their own material. Yeah. There you go. I think that makes a lot of difference in a lot of people's eyes. It does for me. That's for sure. Oh, folks, I got some cool stuff that I pulled. Like I said, I didn't pull very much, but I just pull the heavy ones, you know. The heavy. But yeah, hope you're doing well, Stephen. I missed a couple things. I'll come right back. In regards to subs, there's a glitch in YouTube that removes subscribers. For example, I am a friend of Matthew Street and have been subbed to him for over 2 years, but was suddenly unsubscribed. Oh, that's interesting. And I do know that I've been subbed to some people before, and I'm like, oh, they're not active anymore? I don't see anything posted. And I go and I look, and so you know how you can click sub, and then you choose what level. Like if you hit the bell, you know, you get notifications. And I was like, the notifications, I wasn't on notifications anymore. So that's kind of interesting there. Yeah. They look at me like I'm crazy when I play my Bob Dylan. Just put a spell on them. Yeah. Put a spell on your children. I'm learning Thank You by Led Zeppelin while you're talking. Love, Jimmy. Oh, wonderful. If you need somebody to sing for you, let me know. I'll help you there. They unsubscribe. They unsubscribe you if you don't watch people's content. Ooh. Oh, wow. That's interesting. That's really interesting, folks. How do you guys learn all this stuff? I hear all this and all this and all that. Then I'm like, how do we hear this? This is Jules Shear. I love him. I love his music. This is a Gold Stamp promo. This is the Third Party. Wonderful songwriter. And of course, you know, Marty Wilson Piper is on here. And we all know who right? All right, 100 Record Crate bonus points. What popular band was Marty Wilson Piper in? 100 for the first person and 50 for the second. All right, tell me, folks. Tell me. Hey, good morning, Chris. Cheers to you. Cheers. Hey, Chris, and everybody here, I want to make sure you're aware that Record Store Day drops are going to be happening on the 29th. You need to check the list and see what's available. And it might be something you want to get out and check out. Love Jules. Me too. His records with Jules and the Polar Bears are incredible. Yep. I agree, they are. They were very good. Hey, 100 Record Crate bonus points to Stephen Snee. Marty was in the church. Absolutely. And Marty's doing solo stuff. His label's in Raleigh now, which is awesome. Okay, no one came in for the 50 points. All right. Trying to shuffle these around. Clint Eastwood, A Fistful of Dollars. This is a soundtrack, folks, for A Fistful of Dollars. Music composed and conducted by Ennio Morricone. Yeah, I've heard his name pronounced many different ways, but I always thought it would be great if Ennio and Giorgio Moroder had gotten together and done some music together. I thought that would have been really great because I love them both. Yeah, that would be great. There you go, folks. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much for joining. There's 17 people in the chat. I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you so much. Has anyone visited this record? Stephen, surely you have. Andrew Gold, what's wrong with this picture? This is my current contest, folks, on YouTube. Haven't had any submissions yet. Could you be embarrassed to submit? Could that be the thing? Should I ask people to email me their submissions? I don't know. I'm thinking about it. But wonderful record in and of itself, but a fun cover to challenge your brain. Yeah. And plus, folks, you can't go wrong with that jacket. Yeah. Andrew Gold. So I hope a lot of people will submit to this. It's going to be a fun contest. It's going to be a fun contest. Absolutely. But anyway, I love Ennio. I got a 3 disc, 4 disc, I don't know, CD set of him, which I love. Which was, I mean, I've heard those songs, but when I got the set, I learned a lot more about him, which was great. I've had that for 15 years, maybe. It's the Waldo. Where's Waldo of album covers? There you go. Yeah. Here we go. This is John Waite. Yeah, he's known for Missing You. I think that's him. But yeah. I love this look. You know, like it's me, I'm on TV. Did anyone ever take a camera and photograph the television when something was being broadcasted? I knew this guy. He did these art photos where he would go to, there was a time that if you had cable, they would show the Playboy channel, but the images were all like this. And he would sit around and wait for the little sweet moment where he could get a silhouette of a girl or something. He would do these photographs. And so he did some incredibly interesting, abstracted and distorted. He caught some of those images on his camera, and it was awesome. Yes, John Waite was in the Babies, and I like listening to the Babies. That's for sure. John is awesome. Yeah. Along with Jonathan Cain, absolutely. Jonathan Cain, the stuff he did. I filmed the jam off television with a Super 8 camera. That must have been in the 80s. Do you still have that print, Stephen? If you did, I'd love to see it. I would love to see it transferred to digital, to video. That would be so cool to see. I heard a lot of people did that with the Beatles. I don't think we had Super 8 when the Beatles played Ed Sullivan, but I think there was 8. And I think some people would record it with their 8mm camera, film camera, and then take either a reel-to-reel, it was probably reel-to-reel, and record it, and then they would try to play it back. I don't know where I read that, but it's interesting. Cheers. Boy, yesterday was a busy day, folks. I invoiced and packed all day long. I'm not complaining. I was so happy to do that. And then joined a record store day Zoom. And so I'm trying to get my thoughts together and so that I can announce how record store day is going to be handled by RecordKrate. And I think today my orders start shipping. Yeah. Oh, the film is long gone. It was their performance on the TV show Fridays, ABC version of Saturday Night Live. Oh, that's cool. I probably heard one or two songs on the radio. We're very fortunate that the college radio station here in the evenings would play a program called Nightwave, and it was awesome. And that's where I learned. That's where I learned about The Cure. And so, but for whatever reason, I never made a jam connection until a few years ago. And then when jam records would come in here, I would say, keep. Yeah, so there you go. I can't wait to get my records. It's going to be awesome, Hollis. I know one package is on the way. I think it's 32 pounds, 33 pounds. And then another package will be on the way soon. I have to go to Selma today. And with the way the Postal Service is, folks, with the way the Postal Service is now, I'm actually taking my packages to the post office and getting the person to scan them in the system now. And I'm putting insurance on everything that I'm shipping out now, folks. There you go. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about it, folks. And I'm excited for you to get your records. This would have been great for my food contest. Don Cherry, and such a happy looking guy. Yeah, and this has got the timing strip on it. He does wonderful jazz. Let's check. Oh, it's not a white label promo, but yeah. You like Jules? I do too. So that's really cool. Yeah. There we go. Don Cherry. I shouldn't know if he's played with other people, but I don't. Oh, yes. I see where I am. Oh, this is a wonderful, wonderful record. Beautiful girl, Sheena Easton. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is an example of what happens if your doggy gets hold of your record. And just choose. And the records are so good. So because of that, I priced it as a bargain. But anyway, it is a 12-inch single. Yeah. Produced by Babyface. And if I'm not mistaken, Sheena did some work with Prince. Yeah, Sheena did some work with Prince. Don Cherry is great. He's great on trumpet, absolutely. I was supposed to receive my first records yesterday, but it's delayed, still in transit. I was checking all of my tracking last night, and it shows that it's still in your area. So it's in your area, so that is good right there. The dog must have smelled sugar. Oh my stars, Chris, you're gonna make me blush. I don't know what happened to those records. Where is that record? That's one record that I don't know. I don't know what happened to that because I have several people that would like to get that also, Hollis. Absolutely. So I guess this, I saw a Deadhead sticker on the Cadillac. Little voice inside. That's so good. I was in Wake Forest last week, and I brought some stuff back. But of course, we have a wonderful coffee shop in Wake Forest called Wake Forest Coffee Company, and they invited me to put some records there for sale when things were going really bad. They were essential, so they stayed open in April. And so I went over there and I carried 3 peach crates of records, and I keep adding to it, and they're selling really well over there. And I'm saying that because I had this over there for sale, and I was there Sunday, and I was like, you know what? I like this record so much. It hasn't sold. Then I'm just going to bring it for me because I'm going to listen to it at least one more time, or I might even keep it. But it's Sufjan Stevens. And I don't even know if this is the popular record to get by him or not. And so there you go, folks. It's a gatefold. I love this illustration of this car. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Batman, but Batman's carved a little bit differently. But anyway, interesting guy. I think he does Jesus music. But it's a really good record, and I like it. I like it a lot. Anybody else familiar with Sufjan? Yeah. Oh my stars. I don't have any Tupac. I think if you didn't like Tupac and you walked in here and you saw a Tupac record, you would buy it. I think it's just like, I think there's so much of a legacy instilled in people that that's what we do. Yeah. Maybe thinking they're so valuable. That's electronic and a heavier. Oh, it is. Okay, cool. Yeah. I remember when it came in, I played it just to check the sound. A lot of new records are not flat. And so this came in pre-owned, pre-loved. So I was able to check that out a little bit. And I like it. And I've seen his name, the last few years forever. Seven Swans is somewhat Jesus music. Okay, gotcha. He is a professing Christian, but doesn't do specifically Christian music. Okay, cool. Don't be a bum. Hit the thumb. Good morning, Myra. Cheers, Myra. Thanks for joining us. Thank you. 7 seas, 100 stories high. Yeah. Let's see what else I have. Raise your hand if you heard of Peter Hopsable. Illinois is arguably his best record. Okay, thanks for letting me know that, Mike. I'll definitely have to check it out. Yeah. Peter Hopsable is involved in this record right here, Lud. This is called Yellow House. I really wish it was on yellow vinyl, but it's somewhat of a local thing for us. Mitch Easter was recorded at his studio, and so there you go. Lud, L-U-D. My name is Lud. Yes, from The DBs, absolutely. Yeah, DBs is some good stuff. It's amazing how well known they are, and how unknown they are at the same time. Uh, Certain circles, whoa, DBs, and a lot of people are like, who? So there you go. It's really cool. It's interesting. Anthony talked about he accidentally ordered or accidentally received Parliament. This is me raising my hand about Peter. There you go. Yeah. I was teasing with Peter about my section of. I had a section one time, heavy in metal, heavier side of rock. He's like, that doesn't belong in there, and I was like, will you come over here and fix it up, okay, Peter? But and this was during the Hootie and the Blowfish period, and haven't seen Peter in a while. I think, was Hootie touring when the pandemic hit? I can't remember, but it was fun to see him on Good Morning America, whatever show it was. So that was cool. Anthony mentioned Parliament. He likes it. Chris, do you like Parliament? I know you like the Earth, Wind, and the Fire. And so this is Isaac Hayes Lavitt, the Sahara Tahoe. And I can't imagine how crazy of a show he put on. Get down, get down. And he's wearing that gold, I want to say the gold robe. Is that what you would call it, folks? The gold robe? Yeah, here's a good shot of it right here, where he's playing the saxophone, wearing that gold robe. I can't remember which record cover has it. And of course, over here on the wall, I have my Black Moses fold out. Yeah, I really like that. Of course, I have my MESS right there. Yeah, Isaac Hayes, good stuff. So I got this on a buyback in Wake Forest. I haven't even priced it yet. Yeah, so that's cool. I haven't even wiped off the dust. I have a copy of that in my library. So there we go. Absolutely Confunction. I haven't seen Confunction, or did I? No, I didn't. But I saw Midnight Star. It was good. I saw George Clinton and whatever carnation it was, P-Funk, Parliament, whatever, Funkadelic. It was okay. Sometimes I wish I didn't see that show, because it'd been great to see the real guys. But they got on stage, they had dancers and everything, and it was musically it was good. Gary was there. It was good to hear Gary play. But the stage was well lit. There was no backdrops. There was nothing, folks. Let me tell you, there was nothing. There wasn't even a crazy flashlight that came out. Saw them 2 years ago, House of Blues in Myrtle Beach. 2 years ago. You probably saw the same show I saw. I saw them at the amphitheater in Raleigh. May have been better in House of Blues because of lighting would be more. Is Chapel Hill in northern North Carolina or southern? Well, actually, I'm in Raleigh, and so Chapel Hill is. Where's Chapel Hill? Let me think. It's kind of northwest of Raleigh, about 30 minutes. Yeah. Oh yeah, I do have hot butter soles. You better believe it. That might be my favorite from him. It's a good one. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good one. That's for sure. This is Skids, the guys who says we're going to use that same as Kiss uses, which is cool. Skids, folks. They're on Polygram. Interesting cover. You better believe it. Who was the guitarist? Amazing. Well, Gary was there. Gary, what's his last name? Gary Sharon or Gary Schwaney or something like that. It wasn't Eddie. I wish Eddie was there, but he long gone. So Stephen, I interviewed George Clinton once. Cool dude. A few months later, some guys from his label kept telling me how much they liked the interview. Kept trying to get me stoned. That's cool. Of course, George is from North Carolina. I think he's from Kernersville, if I'm not mistaken. And that's where Mitch is. It'd be great if Mitch Easter and George Clinton were to do a record together and call it Kernersville. Yeah, that would be cool, but I may be off on the name. Oh, here we go. Skids. Features Samuel Adamson on guitar. Stuart Addison on guitar. He went on to form Big Country. Oh, he did. I wonder if there's any Big Country songs on here. I love Big Country. I'm not afraid to grow flowers in the desert. Well, thanks for sharing that, Stephen. I did not know that. I also like the voice of Big Country. I like that voice a lot. I sure do. Yeah. Keith Jarrett. McCall in concert. I think he's the guy that when he plays piano, he has an audible sound coming from his mouth. Yeah. Yeah. ECM, good record, good label, good musician. That's for sure. Oh, my stars. Yeah. So I hope you guys join me tonight for Cocktails and Vinyl at 9:30. That is a good record. I agree with you, Mike. Thank you so much. I got to put this in a bag. But the exotic sounds of Arthur Lyman. Arthur Lyman, Martin Denny. Good stuff, folks. I love that Exotica sound, especially when it came from Hawaii. This was autographed. This was autographed by Susan L. Yeah. Whoever she is. Yes. And used to yell at the audience. I think I've shown this before. I only bought this because it was just so interesting. It's like, who's new? And it's like a CD sampler we get at the record stores, but this was 99 cents. I got a feeling they gave them away if you purchase something. There's somebody talking outside. And, you know, you see the artist. Yeah. So it is Capital. Capital yellow label. It could be the people who pretend they're taking care of the lawns out there. And they go, all right, we're out of here. They blow the leaf blower. We're out of here. They go, zzz, weed eat, we're out of here. Yeah. Let's see. We have the beautiful Julie London. Love on the Rocks. She has a beautiful voice. And then, excuse me. Kraft sent me this. Vandals. It's the 25th anniversary of this record. I'm not familiar with this record. Stephen, can you chime in on this? Tell us a little bit about it. Live Fast Diarrhea. Kraft is doing some interesting stuff. And I definitely appreciate them doing interesting stuff, and I appreciate them sending me this record. Otherwise, I may not have heard it, or I may not hear it. Yeah. Oh, cheers, everyone. That's for sure. Is anyone paying attention to Record Store Day lists, Record Store Day drops, which is going to be the 29th? Is there something on there that you're just jonesing for? The Vandals are big in Selma, California. I was never into them, but I know a lot of folks who love them. Okay, cool. I got a t-shirt in recently of the Vibrators, and I like listening to the Vibrators. And so, yeah, see how they compare. I love these compilations, especially when they have Link Ray on them. Link Ray is also from North Carolina. He's from Dunn. Link Ray told me he doesn't even remember Dunn. He just knows that he was from Dunn. And but it has a song Rumble, and it's the very last track on side 2. And I'm thinking about, Everly Brothers are a very good band, very good band. And especially when their psychedelic record and they did some wonderful harmonies. But it's interesting. Link Ray's on here, but they put him the very last song, the very last track on side 2. But yet Link Ray, other than the Everly Brothers, is probably more legendary than everybody here. It's just interesting. Something they say about hindsight. Oh no, it's 2020. Darn. Delete. I'm more of a Dickies guy. Who's that band that I like? That I think they're from Georgia, and they did the arc rap about a guy cooking food, or a chef or something like that. What was that called? It might be the Dickies. Stephen, did the Dickies do a rock opera about a chef? To me, it sounds a whole lot like Tommy. And I love it. Darn it. Rock opera, chef. Let's see if I find anything on. The Coolies. I love the Coolies. When you said Dickies, I thought of Coolies. Okay, Dickies, yeah. Dickies is some good stuff too. Geez, Dickies, vibrators, that sound kind of creepy. Yeah, I'm poor right now. Tell me about it. Yes, it was the Coolies. I love the Coolies. I think they're from Georgia. They're good. They're fun. I love them. And that rock opera, I think one year on KNC Nightwave, someone was like, I got to study for a test, so I'm just going to play this rock opera. And I was like, this is so cool, but it took me years to finally get a copy. I mean, years. And so I did, and I have it, and I cherish it, and I should get it out and play it. Yeah. I should be playing more of the records that I like now, but I'm so busy trying to list things and ship things and do things like that I'm enjoying a lot of things on YouTube and things like that. Yeah. I did start, a friend of mine, a vinyl champion Michael, suggested a podcast. And so a lot of times I'll have my iPad or I'll be listening to in the shop with the speakers and everything, the computer. But sometimes I have my iPad sitting around wherever I go. I carry the iPad and I might watch something. And he suggested a podcast, and that's what it's called. Chris, you might find this interesting. Of course, I can't remember the name of it right now, but it has something to do with Woody Harrelson's father. I was listening to it. See if it's on here. Son of a Hitman. Son of a Hitman. And it's a very interesting podcast. It's very well produced, very well put together. I like the audio. Son of a Hit Man. In case anybody's interested in checking it out. Yeah. I love the font on here, folks. The typeset, easy to love. But it's compilation. Love songs, My Special Angel by Bobby Vinton, Vicky Carr, Peter Nero, Johnny Mathis, Heavenly, Terry Baxter and Israel, Tony Bennett, Jerry Vell, Percy Faith. But I just love this typeset. I just love this font here. Yeah, so that's why that one grabbed me. Yeah. Thank you all for joining. I really appreciate it. Help me get my day going. Sharon Red, she is hot, 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 red hot. Yeah. Unfortunately, somebody took the an old sticker off there and just destroyed it. Yeah. But, of course, she, like a lot of people, do a lot of credits. You credit the musicians, you credit the producer. She credited not only the photographer, but the hair and makeup artist, the style coordinator, the stylist, the clothing. She credited the scarf, and she credited her jewelry. So there you go, folks. A lot of things happened to make this. A lot of people came in here and made this look happen, folks. Was it worth the money? I hope so. I hope so. Yeah. It's interesting, Michael. We talk about Mike. Excuse me. We talk about Record Store Day, and and there's a lot of things everybody wants to get. I mean, you could easily get in there and spend, $50, $80, $100, $200, $300,000 easy. But wow. But it's also interesting. I've had a couple customers tell me, I'm not going anywhere near a record store on Record Store Day. And I said, I appreciate that. So we might be able to do some. I'll speak more about it as I make a video and get my plan together, and I'm still mulling it over in my brain. But let's take a look. I'm excited. I may have showed this as an evaluation for a buyback, but I finally got it, folks. And it's Stanley Kubrick Clockwork Orange, and this is official original soundtrack album. So this is the first time I ever had it in shrink, and it does have a hype sticker, so that's pretty exciting. I got to get it out of the shrink pretty quick so that it won't continue to shrink anymore with the record inside of it. And so I like the soundtrack. I do not like the movie, folks. I started watching, I was like, this is too violent for me. And yeah. And we have a little restaurant, a little pub called Clockwork here in Raleigh. You may have seen it, Chris. You may have been there. It's off Glenwood South on, I think it's West Street. Oh, you like not only the soundtrack, but you like the movie. Good for you. You have to tell me the ending one day. I'm sure somebody, I'm not going to say it. You have to tell me the ending one day. But so when you go inside Clockwork, they've done so much to decorate the area, like with beautiful walls. Some walls look like that. It's just amazing. Of course, that's them in a record shop. And yeah, but they did a really good job. Maybe I can find little snippets of this and that just to show the sets of Clockwork Orange. Yeah. But I do like that top set. They even had a drink called Clockwork Orange. Yeah, very cool. I love themed places where they do things like that, make it look really cool. This is a record that even before I had the shop, I would just buy. Whenever I found it, I would buy. I think it's just a cool cover. This one and Whipped Cream and Other Delights, I probably have more copies of those than anything else, just because every once in a while I can fill up the wall with Whipped Cream and Other Delights, or I can fill up the wall with Switched on Bach, and it just looks really cool. Yeah, if someone's coming in for a photo shoot or something, I can say, you know what, let's do this, and they do the video. Ricky Nelson sings again. What better springboard than have your own television show or be involved in a television show about your family, your real family, playing a family, and then you get started, and that was awesome, folks. Yeah, it's on the Imperial label, but it's got a capital inner sleeve. I won't change it out. I'll let it be that way and let the new person. How much do I want for that? Well, here's a story tee. A lot of the records that I pull when I'm on Coffee and Vinyl, I put over here in a pile, and then when it's time for me to do a record sale, I have them there. So I would say join me on the next record sale, and there's a really good chance that it's going to be there. And I haven't priced it yet. So, yeah. So hang loose, hang on, and make sure you come to me when I do that. Fair enough? The best of little Anthony and the Imperials. Yeah. Some good music, folks. Just is not as popular as, yeah, good music. What can you say? Do you like good music? Of course we do. I got a few more, folks. I haven't listened to this. I bought it unseen. I mean, bought it unknown. It's dirty. It's probably a V condition, but it's on Capitol. And Capitol's a little more forgiving. I've seen Beatles records that look like they've been ran over by a Toyota, but they sound fabulous, amazing. And so, but this is Sam Butera, the Bighorn. I've never seen this record, not familiar with him at all, but I thought it was worth rescuing, saving, and washing it, giving it a spin, see what it's like. Looking forward to that. Yeah. Got it. Fair enough. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah. This is David Seville and the Chipmunks. I like the almost the metallic look of the cover. Let's all sing with the Chipmunks. Yeah. I think I looked this up when I was doing the evaluation. This one's probably VG, but it does need a bath. Yeah, I don't have employees anymore, folks. So it's Ann would come in here and she would spend an hour or so just washing records, and it was awesome. So yeah, wow. It's not like my time isn't spent already, but yeah. This one's kind of neat. This is the Silver Years. It's the Capitol Records 25th anniversary. And it does have the metallic cover. And let's see who's on here. Celebrate 25 years with Capitol. Yeah. Their silver anniversary. Yeah. Nat King Cole, Peggy Lee, Stan Kenton, Kay Starr, Tennessee Ernie Ford enabled Capitol to garner another first in the recording industry. What was his first? Yeah. So that he sold over 3 million 16-ton records. Dean Martin's on here, Nancy Wilson, Al Martino, Wayne Newton, Lou Rawls. Lou Rawls? Wow. Wow. Matt Monroe and Tony Sadler. Oh, Tony Sadler and Ralph Young. So yeah, no Beatles are on here, folks. But the inner sleeve, here's the inner sleeve. And look at there, it's just full of the Beatles. The Beatles. So it's got Revolver, Rubber Soul, Yesterday and Today. Yeah, so there's 3 Beatles here. I wonder if the Beatles was the biggest selling artist on the Capitol roster in the 60s into the 70s. And of course, you know, we read these stories about, I think it was a story that came out a couple of weeks ago. The Beatles was the biggest selling artist of the year so far. I don't know. I can't remember everything, all those things. This one, I don't know why I bought it. If you're a Platters fan, you probably would enjoy having this one, or at least as a placeholder. But it's contains their famous hit Arbor Lights. But this is actually a sticker right here, folks. And how the sticker got on there, I have no idea. Was it done at the pressing plant? Did someone buy it and remove the shrink, and then they remove the sticker and put the sticker here? I've seen that happen with the wall. I just don't know. Maybe if I could find someone who really likes the Platters, I can learn things about that. This one is on Golden Records, and Golden Records is a children's record label, and it says it's got a hype sticker covering it, but it's so it's Sound Full, F-U-L, Sound Full. Okay, and I just love the font on here. It says drip, 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 drip. So this may have been the inspiration for Robert Smith to record 6:15 on Saturday night. Yeah. Sound effects were by Soundorama. I think I remember that being a label. Narration by James Dukas. Script by Sid Frank. I just love these names in here, folks. So I have no idea what this is going to sound like, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. But it has stories narrated by James Dukas, sound effects by Soundorama. And it's got shrink on it. And it, you know, when someone calls me and they say, you buy it? Yeah. Children's records. I was like, yes. I said, however, it's almost impossible to find children records that are, it's not almost impossible, but it's not very common to find children records that are in great condition. But when I do, and I get them, I put them out, they sell. And folks, I feel like I'm talking in history because, yeah, October I would put this stuff out and it would sell. Today is a different story. So I got to get my perspective back together and think about things in a different way, because after all, it is 2020. With that said, folks, thank you so much for joining me this morning. I really appreciate it. Keep in mind that we have the contest for Andrew Gold. What's wrong with this picture? Tonight, 9:30, cocktails and vinyl with guest Tom Henyadi, and there's lots of craziness. I'm gonna try to do some more sales this week. I'm doing one T-shirt sale this week. And then I'm going to take the shirts that I offer here that didn't sell and take those to Wake Forest, and then bring a bunch from Wake Forest here and do the sale again. Working on Record Store Day drops and cool things like that. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Peace to you, Chris. I want everybody to rock and roll. Have fun. See you soon. Cheers. Be cool. Stay in school. Unless you go to UNC. Then you go home. You go home and do remote learning. Great show. Thank you so much, T. All right. See you, everybody. Bye-bye. Rock and roll. Have a good day.